आई शुड नॉट बी वरिंग कि इसको कौन देखेगा.
Okay.
आई शुड बी फोकसिंग
Yeah,
ऑन कि मैं
yeah.
अच्छी
Making,
फिल्म बनाऊंगा
yes.
और जिन लोगों को इस तरह की फिल्म देखनी अच्छी लगती है उनको कुछ मैं नया दूंगा, कुछ कड़क अच्छा नया वजह से यार मेरे को मजा आया.
पर्सनली आपको एक्शन करने में कितना मजा आता है?
I loved it. I actually really
you-
loved it. I got very tired. It was very tiring, but I was doing the action that I like to do.
OTT release जब होता है, what is that release like for a maker? Do you sleep well? Do you read reviews? Do you read Twitter? Is it the same thing as releasing on the big
It's
screen?
the same thing. Every release you put yourself out there.
Out
It
there,
does not matter whether it's coming on big screen, whether it's coming on OTT.
अगर पिक्चर लोगों को अच्छी नहीं लगती ना और अगर वो काफी लोग नहीं देखते तो दिल तो टूटता है. वो
Correct,
चाहे
correct.
आप
OTT
OTT
पे
पे करो या आप थिएटर में करो.
Shahid, you have already tasted OTT success. You know, Farzi got great reactions, and you know people are still watching it. Is this release on OTT? Is this audience any different? Is this release any
What do you mean,
different?
like audience different?
You know, are these
है तो
people?
हिंदुस्तानी, देश तो वही है.
देश
What
तो
do you
वही
mean
है.
different?
What I mean is that is the audience more difficult to please? Is this
In what way?
like say suppose an action film drops,
Yeah.
you know, will a family sit and watch this? Are these concerns on
I
your
don't
mind?
care whether they watch it together, whether they watch it
Just
separately.
watch it.
People should
See,
just watch
you know,
the
one-
content. Well, doesn't matter. There's an audience for all types. You know, हिंदी फिल्मों के बारे में कहते थे that 2% of India actually watches हिंदी
Yeah,
films, right?
yeah.
Technically, actually 2-3% ही देखते हैं. उस 2-3% के अंदर कितनी वैरायटी है
1000 करोड़ बना
है ना. तो जो लोग एक डिज्नी फिल्म देखने जा रहे हैं और जो लोग एक हॉरर फिल्म देखने जा रहे हैं और जो लोग एक फ्रंट फुटेड एक्शन फिल्म देखने जा रहे हैं और जो लोग एक लव स्टोरी देखने जा रहे हैं, वो सब सेम लोग नहीं
Same
हैं.
long, right?
Just because we are taking these many people who went and saw this film, but it's not necessary that the same 100 people are going to watch all those films. इस बार 80 आ गए, इस बार 150. ऐसे नहीं होता
ऐसे नहीं
है.
होता है.
There are lots of different people who like different types of content. We have more than enough people in this country. I don't think we need to contest
not a
that.
problem.
बहुत लोग हैं इस देश में. If you make a genre well, if you make a film well, it will find its audience.
Audience, wherever.
And you want to be pure to the content that you are making. I should not be worrying कि इसको कौन देखेगा.
Okay.
आई शुड
as
बी
an actor.
फोकसिंग ऑन कि मैं अच्छी
Making,
फिल्म
yes.
बनाऊंगा और जिन लोगों को इस तरह की फिल्म देखनी अच्छी लगती है उनको कुछ मैं नया दूंगा, कुछ कड़क अच्छा नया वजह से यार मेरे को मजा आया.
और वो देखेंगे.
That's
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Right. Personally, आपको एक्शन करने में कितना मजा आता है?
I loved it. I actually really
you-
loved it. I got very tired. It was very tiring, but I was doing the action that I like to do. You know, because he's also very like he's on handheld, steady cam, moving, long shots. Initially, he actually wanted to do an entire action sequence in one shot. Then there were lots of issues we had because of COVID. That guy couldn't come in time. But a lot of the action that you see, there might be cuts, but we've shot a lot of long stuff together. Sometimes it gets used in one flow, sometimes there are edits, but we were shooting long shots together. And I actually like that, both
Right.
as an actor
Okay.
and in action or in dance. I like to do a lot together.
Okay.
Because I just feel that it's more pure like that and I can really enjoy it and be in it. If you do small cuts, I find that very kind of troublesome in my process because I'm
Okay.
very fluid. And we did a lot of stuff which was, long shots and this and that.
Right.
And I loved that. And I honestly felt very comfortable, especially in action because, I really enjoyed the action that he has done in the past. And so I felt very comfortable. And I knew we're taking that experience but going edgier and slightly grungier with it in terms of stylization and approach.
Right.
So he has the base to do whatever he wants and now he can have fun with different types of, he's like a well-established Michelin star chef.
Yes.
Now he can do different dishes at different times, which is
Wow.
what Mr. Abbas is up to right now.
Which is what you're up
He
to.
has no time.
Oh, I can't.
Somehow he
Thank
made
you.
it for this trailer
Yes.
launch.
Right.
No.
Right. Lastly to you, सब कहते हैं, we all know big screen का एक अलग मजा है. OTT release जब होता है, what is that release like for a maker? Do you sleep well? Do you read reviews? Do you read Twitter? Is it the same thing as releasing on the big
It's
screen?
the same thing. It is exactly the same thing. I just feel with every release you put yourself out there. It does not matter whether it's coming on big screen, whether it's coming on OTT. I personally feel that today the consumption on OTT is much bigger than what is happening on screen.
Cinema, right. Yeah.
Like the idea is anyone who's sitting in an engineering college or any university right now, the time it drops, if you create that excitement, that kid is hooked on and he's writing his review there and then.
Right.
So the only way you can quantify is the love. You know, like as we spoke, you know, it's so bizarre. I was shooting in London right now, and one Sardar boy just came up to me and just hugged me, and I was like, why is he hugging me? And it was not for Bharat, Sultan or Tiger, it was for Jogi.
Oh wow, amazing, right?
And it's a very small niche film, you know.
Yeah, we spoke during
and we spoke about it. So that is the kind of stuff, you know. So today your audience is agnostic of a platform. You do good work on big screen, you get the same love.
Right.
Yes, you can quantify it. It did 500 crores, 600 crores. If you do a Farzi, you get the same love.
No, but now there are, you know, see, like 5-7 years back, 10 years back, the Aam Aadmi didn't know about these collections so much. It's once the media started putting it out, it started with, it actually started with paid campaigns where certain producers, certain production houses would want to put numbers out to position them a certain way. When that whole card started playing out, then it became like, ab har picture ka batao, har picture ka batao. But when I started acting, I'm sure when he also did, what we are actually wanting to understand is that how much were we able to penetrate into the audience, how many people liked our content, loved our content. There are a lot of films which have been viewed with big numbers which might not have received that much love, but they were just accessible कि यार चलो ये big Friday, Saturday, Sunday का आ रहा है, चलो जाते हैं theatre में picture देखते हैं. You know, some films fall in that category. They get viewed, but उतना प्यार शायद ना मिलता. कुछ ऐसी फिल्में होती हैं जो शुरू होती हैं बड़ी स्लो सी, और उनको बहुत प्यार मिलता है, वो ग्रो करती रहती हैं, ग्रो करती रहती हैं. So every product performs in a different way, and I think what Farzi के time I got to know how it was doing. ऐसा थोड़ी है that you don't get to know how many people have seen it, how is it doing, पता चल जाता है.
Get the reaction.
Yeah, and for creative people, yes, numbers are very important. Tomorrow, if we do a big theatrical film, both of us will want those numbers.
Right.
But what is very important is that validation. Sometimes that validation comes through numbers on OTT and the love that you get. Sometimes it comes through box office. But as creative people, we can't put ourselves into boxes and say, "हमें वही करना है."
Right.
You know, and what I really like, and I was having these conversations with other contemporary directors, that what OTT empowers you. You know, to do. When I make a big screen film, I'm scared. On OTT, I am loving it. I can write any kind of a scene. I can ask my actor to do a certain kind of a performance. I can fly with.
Certification now is changing, na Ali?
Yes.
The entire certification system is now changing. Now it will be age-wise. Earlier it was A or it was below that, right? Now it's going to be 12, 16, 18. You know, so that kind of certification system is going to come inside, which I think is also empowering.
Yes.
So you know, your limitations are there are boundaries. It's not like it's either this way or that way, right? There are 4 or 5 different ways in which you can approach it. I think all those things are helpful.
Is OTT less stressful for the actors also?
Less stressful in what way?
100 crore नहीं touch हुआ, 80 पे रुक गई, ये सब तलवार नहीं है सर पे.
हाँ, maybe in a way यार you are right, but very honestly अगर पिक्चर लोगों को अच्छी नहीं लगती ना, और अगर वो काफी लोग नहीं देखते, तो दिल तो टूटता है. वो चाहे आप OTT पे करो या आप थिएटर में करो. It's just that you are not used to understanding the, you know, the behind the scenes numbers. They have not come out in the public domain.
Right.
But very honestly, as far as I am concerned or he's concerned, I will know how my product did.
Of course.
You know, because my market is defined by that.
Yeah.
So there's no way that I will not have I might not have an exact understanding, but I will have a broad scope understanding of how something did.
Great.
Because your next project, everything that moves forward will be based on the business model that justifies your previous work, right? So
Fair enough. You both love cinema. I can go on and on with this, but you all have more interviews to do. So शायद आपको action करने में मजा आया. You know, big fan of your cinema. So best of luck. Hope this does very well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.